and will continue to do that throughout the proceedings. As for the investigations like this are hard when they involve law enforcement. Rochester Police Department was the investigating agency, and we're comfortable that they did just a remarkable job tracking down every little nuance involved in the investigation in the crash itself, and provided us with pretty much everything we could possibly have asked for. During various parts of the investigation, we did work with the investigators. We answered questions for them. We asked questions of them, and we're all satisfied that everything that was available and could be provided has been provided. So we're very confident in the nature of the investigation and the integrity of the investigation. As to other transparency issues, I'm certain there's probably a lot of people that would like to see all the reports, see all the videos, all that kind of stuff. That is confidential data. It's not public data, and we're not going to be releasing that to the general public. We have a duty to the victims in this crime, in this incident, to provide that information to them, and we have and we will. But to the general public, this will be prosecuted just like any other case. Mr. Roper's position as a trooper. When interviews like that are conducted, we're not asking for somebody to express remorse or anything like that. It was a factual interview. We wanted to get his take on what he thought happened, just like we interviewed, many other people at the scene and got their take on what happened. And so that's what it was about.
Could you please speak to sort of the uniqueness of this instance where it does involve a law enforcement, a member of law enforcement being charged with multiple counts?
As with any criminal investigation, obviously the investigators tracked everything down and really did a great job with the investigation itself. There is some sense of uniqueness in that the subject of this investigation is a member of law enforcement. Often in cases like that, we look for a different agency to do the investigation, and that's what happened here. Rochester Police Department did an independent investigation of, rather than, for example, the State Patrol. Generally, in motor vehicle accidents, the State Patrol is one of the primary agencies to do those types of crash investigations. In this case, the State Patrol did not, the Rochester Police Department did. Probably the other thing that is a little bit unique in this particular case is that sometimes when it's a law enforcement agency that works very closely with our office, we will sometimes conflict that case out to another prosecuting agency. In this particular case, the State Patrol is a statewide agency. And so any perceived conflict of interest that our office may have would be shared by virtually every agency in the state. And our primary law enforcement agencies here are Rochester Police Department and the Olmsted County Sheriff's Office. State Patrol, we have some cases with, but it's not the volume that we typically would. So we don't see it as a conflict of interest, and certainly nothing that any other office wouldn't share themselves. So as to some level of uniqueness that Mr. Roper is a member of law enforcement and we're prosecuting it, that would be it. Any other thoughts?
Is he still getting paid by Minnesota State Patrol right now, or is he on unpaid leave?
I guess I would ask you to check in with the State Patrol on that. Our understanding is that he was put on some sort of administrative leave after the accident happened. That's not unusual in law enforcement when a member of law enforcement is involved in an incident. I don't know what his employment status is. Go ahead.
You mentioned, I believe, that his appearance in court will be in late August. Is that what we can expect in terms of next steps? Is there anything else that the attorney's office will be doing in the meantime?
At this point, we're not aware if Mr. Roper has obtained counsel to represent him in this incident. He did have counsel when he came in for an interview, but the case will proceed on a normal schedule. So the fact that his first appearance is not for about 6 or 7 weeks is pretty normal in Olmsted County on a summons. And it's our intention to proceed on a normal basis. If an attorney reaches out to us and says, I represent Mr. Roper, we will start with our disclosures that we are required to provide, such that we can be as efficient as possible with all of our hearings. But it's otherwise a pretty normal schedule. All right, no other questions, thoughts? All right, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
If you can figure out whose mics are whose.
Yeah, right.
My pleasure. You're with